And the full title is actually Use Your Smarts About Prejudice. It is hosted by Dick Albert, who has done a wonderful job on 2 other Use Your Smarts specials that I've enjoyed with my daughter Colleen, and it ties in with Channel 5's year-long commitment that is aimed at fighting and reducing racial and religious prejudice. And
that's right, Eileen.
Good to see you, Dick.
Well, it's good to see you.
We worked together on Sunday on the telethon for leukemia, and it was fun working with you.
It was.
Thank you for all of that. We did it.
And thank you. You were so bubbly all the time, on and off all the time. You were so happy all the time.
I am happy, but you know what? We're going to get into this, but I have to tell you that Dick speaks up, and you were beside me during the telethon, and every time we had a total or anything, I would tell you, Dick, I'll never hear quite the same way again.
Sorry.
In my ear.
I was yelling in Eileen's ear, and I'm sorry about that.
You're a father. You have 2 sons, and
yes,
I know that this
right.
means a lot to you. Do you, with them, encourage a lack of prejudice, or,
yes.
or more than that, understanding of others?
Yes, we do. We talk about these things a lot. And my younger son, I think, was here when we were putting together this Use Your Smart special. Matt, who's 9, and he was watching it, and he loved it, and he asked a lot of questions. And Mark at one time was going to be involved with the program and didn't get involved, but he's...
What kinds of questions, and what do you answer in the show when it comes to prejudice? What did Matt want to know?
Well, Matt wanted to know why people would do mean things to others. There's a segment of the show where the show is a sort of a montage of different things. We have Michael J. Fox from Family Ties, and Charles Hayde from Hill Street Blues, and Kim Fields, and they tell their stories when they were younger about what happened to them. And also we have vignettes, and we have a lot of dancing. I think there were 200 people who auditioned for dancing. Oh. It's a fun show, and it's lively, and there's prints, a lot of music in it. And the questions that my kids ask is, where does it come from? And we talk about that. Is it from parents? Do you get it from your peer group? Why do
you get it from society?
Yeah, do you get it from society? Are there any answers? Are we making any progress? And why do we make statements about people? Why do we care whether a person is Irish or Italian?
Or black.
Or black.
Or yellow, or whatever.
And why do I care that you have funny-looking teeth? No, I'm just joking.
Good, Dick. Let's take a look at this very special Use Your Smarts About Prejudice. Here's a clip.
The biggest thing in my life, like all the other kids in my apartment building, in my block, in my school, was hockey. That's all we cared about. That's all we thought about. And every day when we got home from school, we'd get our sticks and our gloves and play hockey. And it was about the 7th grade, I think. A new kid moved into our building by the name of John, and he was Chinese. And I don't even think John was his name. It was just what we all called him. And he came down and would watch us play hockey, and he wanted to play. And we all got together and talked and decided that Chinese kids didn't play hockey.
You know, I've been thinking. And I think that just about every teenager is rude and lazy. You don't do your homework, and you don't listen to your parents. Am I being prejudiced against anybody?
I believe so.
What do you think prejudice is? April?
I think it's discrimination against someone for their color, race, creed, or background.
Now, you see, there's a lot of different elements in the show, and those were 3 different clips, and I'm really proud of this program.
You're also using Prince music, and it's been said by many that although there are sexual and violent messages conveyed to our young people in rock music these days, he's almost like Thoreau in the way he's poetic, so it's a good choice.
Yeah, well, the song we used is, there's a vignette about a black girl and a white guy sort of seeing each other and thinking about going out with each other and the problems that creates. And it's a music vignette video.
The awareness of that.
And the awareness of that, yeah.
There's also, you point out the violence that can come from prejudice, which is really, that's really the top of this whole issue, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. The fact that people can be aroused so much that they hate somebody so much, or they're disturbed so much that somebody moves in around them, that they could throw bricks in their windows or be raised to the point of violence, is an issue that we got to talk about more, and we've got to solve.
It's still going on. What about the anti-Semitic acts? Temples in and around that are...
There's a lot of hatred in many areas, in the Boston area, and You know, this is you can't solve the problem of prejudice with one program. But if people can talk about it, if parents and kids will watch the show, I think it'll open up avenues.